You feel it before you even decide to do it. A small pull in your chest. Your hand moves toward your pocket. You unlock the screen. Nothing is there. No message, no notification, nothing new. And yet you check again 10 minutes later. This isn't a flaw in your willpower. It isn't a modern addiction invented by Silicon Valley. It's something far older and far stranger. Your brain is not built for stillness. It is built for scanning. For nearly all of human history, checking your surroundings wasn't a bad habit. It was the difference between living and dying. Every rustle in the grass might be food. Every shadow might be a predator. Every distant sound might be a member of your group calling for help. The humans who didn't check, who let their attention settle and stay settled, didn't pass on their genes nearly as often as the humans who did. So evolution built you a brain that rewards scanning, not finding, scanning. This is the part most people get wrong. They assume the dopamine hit comes from the reward itself, the message, the like, the match. But neuroscientist Wolfram Schultz, working with primates in the 1990s, discovered something that reshaped how scientists understand motivation. Dopamine doesn't spike most strongly when a reward arrives. It spikes when a reward might arrive. Uncertainty, not certainty, is the trigger. Think about what that means for the device in your pocket. It is not designed to give you constant rewards. It is designed to give you constant maybe. And your ancient scanning brain cannot tell the difference between a maybe predator in the bushes and maybe message on a screen. To your nervous system, they activate the exact same circuitry. Anthropologist Blaffer Hrdy has spent decades studying the evolutionary roots of human attention and social bonding. Her research points to something humans develop that almost no other species relies on so heavily: cooperative breeding and constant social monitoring. Early humans didn't just watch for predators. They watched each other. Who was nearby? Who needed help? Who might share food? Who might be a threat to status within the group? Survival wasn't only about food and shelter. It was about staying socially informed every hour of every day. You inherited that wiring directly. When you check your phone, you're not randomly procrastinating. You're running an ancient subroutine. Who is thinking about me? Has anything in my social world shifted? Am I still safe within the group? Your phone simply replaced the campfire, the tribe, the watchful eyes across the savannah. But here's where it gets stranger. In the ancestral environment, checking had a natural limit. You could only see so far. You could only hear so much. The information ran out, and your brain settled, at least for a while. Today, the scanning never runs out. There is always another post, always another headline, always another possible message somewhere in the world. Your stop signal, the one that used to come from running out of things to check, almost never fires. Psychologist B.F. Skinner demonstrated this mechanism decades before smartphones existed. In his experiments with variable ratio reinforcement, animals that received rewards on an unpredictable schedule pressed a lever far more compulsively than animals that received a reward every single time. Predictable rewards lead to predictable behavior. Unpredictable rewards lead to obsession. A slot machine is not designed around generosity. It is designed around uncertainty. And so, whether intentionally or not, is your phone. Every time you unlock it, you are pulling a lever built on the same psychological architecture our ancestors used to survive open grassland. Except now there's no grassland. No predator, no genuine danger to resolve. Just an open loop that never closes. Here's a question worth sitting with. What did checking actually protect against, originally? It protected against missing something that could kill you, or missing something that could get you cast out of the group you depended on to survive. Isolation, for early humans, was nearly as dangerous as a predator. A lone human on the savannah rarely lasted long, so your brain treats social disconnection as a literal threat, not a metaphorical one. This is why an unanswered text can feel disproportionately heavy. Why a notification left unread can sit in the back of your mind like an unfinished task. Why silence from someone you care about can produce something close to physical discomfort. You are not overreacting. You are running threat detection software that was calibrated for a world where social exclusion meant death. Researcher John Cacioppo, who spent much of his career studying loneliness at the neurological level, found that social disconnection activates many of the same brain regions as physical pain. Your nervous system does not draw a clean line between a friend walking away from camp and a friend going quiet on a group chat. Both register at some level as a rupture in the safety net. So, when you check your phone for the 5th time in 20 minutes, you're not weak, you're ancient. But there's a twist hiding inside all of this, and it's the part that should genuinely surprise you. Your scanning instinct evolved in small groups, 50 people, 150 at most, according to anthropologist Robin Dunbar's well-known research into the cognitive limits of human social bonds. That number, now called Dunbar's number, represents roughly the maximum number of stable relationships your brain evolved to track. Your phone connects you to thousands, sometimes millions. Your scanning circuitry was never built for that scale. It was built to monitor a campfire's worth of people, not a global feed of strangers, headlines, and algorithmically selected content competing for the exact same ancient alarm system. So, when you scroll, your brain isn't just checking in on your tribe anymore. It's trying to monitor a world-sized tribe with hardware designed for 40 or 50 faces. No wonder it feels exhausting. No wonder the checking never quite satisfies. There's something almost tender in this, if you let yourself see it that way. The part of you that grabs for your phone isn't broken. It's the same part of you that once would have glanced up instinctively at a sound in the dark, the same part that watched for a friend's return, the same part that kept early humans alive long enough to become your ancestors. It just hasn't caught up to the world it now lives in. So tonight, when you feel that pull in your chest, that small, unconscious reach toward your pocket, you don't have to fight it like it's a weakness. You can notice it for what it actually is, a signal built for survival, firing in a world that no longer needs it the way it once did. You feel it before you even decide to do it, a small pull in your chest. And now, for the first time, you understand exactly where that pull came from.